What was supposed to be an ordinary international journey suddenly turned into one of the most explosive K-pop moments of the year. The arrival of Jungkook alongside his fellow BTS members at Lisbon Airport, Portugal, sparked a wave of global emotion. Tears, screams, embraces between armies and overwhelmed airport staff blended into a scene that nearly spiraled out of control. Yet few people realized that this massive drama had begun long before their plane ever touched down in Lisbon. Everything started at Incheon International Airport, South Korea. A quiet departure from Incheon. That morning the atmosphere at Incheon felt different. Although BTS's agency attempted to keep their departure schedule confidential, word quickly spread among dedicated fans. Since dawn, dozens of ARMY had already positioned themselves around the international terminal. Jungkook appeared in a dark hoodie and black mask while the other members wore simple, monochrome casual outfits. There were no official interviews, no photo sessions, just fast footsteps toward the boarding gate. Despite tight security, some fans managed to shout Jungkook's name and call out to the members. Jungkook briefly turned back, offering a small nod in acknowledgement before disappearing behind the boarding doors. Soon after, their aircraft departed for Dubai, scheduled as a transit stop before continuing on to Lisbon. Dubai transit leaves fans heartbroken. Unexpectedly, the brief stop in Dubai became one of the most emotional moments of the journey. As soon as news broke that BTS would transit through Dubai International Airport, hundreds of ARMY from across the Middle East rushed to the terminal. Many waited for hours, hoping to catch even a glimpse of their idols. But reality hit hard. Dubai airport authorities implemented a closed VIP transit system. BTS were escorted through a private route, completely bypassing public areas. Fans were given no chance to see them, not even from afar. Disappointment quickly spread. Several fans were seen crying in the arrival halls, while others poured their heartbreak onto social media. "I've been waiting since morning, but they went through a private corridor. We didn't even see their shadows," wrote a fan from Abu Dhabi. The hashtag *BT Sin Dubai* began trending worldwide, not from excitement but from collective disappointment. Still, reports said that the members briefly waved from behind the glass of the VIP lounge, a small gesture that meant everything to the few lucky fans who caught sight of them. Not long after, their plane took off once again, heading toward their final destination, Lisbon. Lisbon prepared but never truly ready. Lisbon airport authorities had already begun preparations the day before. Information about BTS's arrival had reached local officials, prompting heightened security. Airport police, additional guards, and BTS's private security team were deployed in advance. Mr. Lee, BTS's head of personal security, arrived earlier to oversee on-site coordination. Known for his calm but firm leadership, he carries a long-standing reputation for protecting top Korean artists. Yet nothing could fully prepare them for what followed. Touchdown in Lisbon, time stands still. The moment BTS's plane landed, thousands of fans who had been gathering since early morning erupted in cheers. Jungkook's name echoed through the terminal. Jungkook. Some fans fainted from exhaustion and overwhelming emotion. Others cried hysterically while clutching purple lightsticks. When the members finally emerged through the VIP arrival doors, the atmosphere instantly turned chaotic. Security barriers were pushed. Phones shot up into the air. Tears mixed with screams. Jungkook appeared briefly startled, then bowed politely. Jimin held onto RM's arm while V lowered his cap to partially hide his face. The crowd pressed closer. Security struggled to maintain order. Total chaos at Lisbon Airport. Within seconds, celebration turned into disorder. Several fans attempted to breach the barricades. Some slipped. Others nearly got trampled. Mr. Lee immediately took command. With sharp hand signals, he ordered the diamond shield formation, a protective technique where BTS members are tightly surrounded by security from all sides. Portuguese police rushed in to help clear an emergency path toward the vehicles. Mr. Lee is the main reason BTS managed to leave the airport safely, revealed one local officer. A black van finally moved slowly out of the terminal area, accompanied by sobs and shouts from fans who were not ready to let them go. Global media reacts. It didn't take long for videos of the Lisbon chaos to go viral. Media outlets in Korea, Japan, the United States, and across Europe reported on the incident almost simultaneously. Headlines flooded the internet. Lisbon airport overwhelmed by BTS arrival. Jungkook sparks fan frenzy in Portugal. Global superstars bring airport to standstill. Army worldwide filled social platforms with a mix of pride and concern, urging fellow fans to remain orderly for BTS's safety. More than just an arrival. This moment once again proved that BTS are not merely a music group. They are a global phenomenon. From Incheon to Dubai to Lisbon, their presence leaves behind waves of intense emotion. Jungkook and the members are welcomed not only as artists but as symbols of hope, love, and unity for millions. Despite the chaos, the scene also revealed the immense influence BTS holds over the world. As the black van carrying Jungkook and the BTS members slowly disappeared from Lisbon airport, many fans collapsed to the ground in tears. Some hugged strangers. Some whispered prayers. Others stood frozen, replaying the brief seconds when they saw their idols with their own eyes. But what most people didn't realize was that the story was far from over. Because behind closed doors, a much bigger plan was already unfolding. Security teams rushed BTS to an undisclosed location far from the public eye. The route had been changed at the last minute after intelligence suggested fans were attempting to follow the convoy. Mr. Lee remained in constant communication with Portuguese authorities, coordinating every turn, every stop, every possible threat. Inside the van, the atmosphere was quiet. Jungkook leaned back against his seat, eyes closed. Jimin silently held his phone, scrolling through messages from worried fans. RM stared out the window, absorbing the reality of yet another country overwhelmed by their presence. V rested his head against the glass. Suga kept his hood up. J-Hope tried to lighten the mood with a soft joke. And Jin, joining virtually in spirit despite military service, was mentioned repeatedly in their private conversations. They were together. And that for them was everything. Fans in Lisbon refused to go home. Even after BTS had safely left the airport, hundreds of fans refused to leave. They remained outside the terminal for hours, holding banners, singing BTS songs, and chanting Jungkook's name under the cold Portuguese sky. Some had flown in from France. Others from Spain, Germany, Italy, even Brazil. One fan from Madrid said, "I don't care if I only saw him for 2 seconds, those 2 seconds will stay with me forever." Another from Paris added, "We followed them from Dubai online, we couldn't meet them there, so Lisbon was our last hope." Social media exploded with live videos, shaky recordings, and emotional posts. Lisbon became Seoul for one day. Europe finally felt BTS. Jungkook's smile healed everything. These were just a few of the thousands of comments flooding timelines worldwide. The Dubai disappointment still lingers. Meanwhile, fans in Dubai were still processing their heartbreak. Many ARMY who had waited since dawn shared photos of empty terminals and unused banners. Some admitted they cried on their way home. Others said they would never forget the silence after realizing BTS had already left through a private corridor. A fan from Sharjah wrote, "We respected their privacy, we just wanted to see them walk by." That quiet disappointment stood in sharp contrast to Lisbon's explosive chaos. Two cities. One group. Completely different emotions. Mr. Lee, the silent guardian behind BTS. As headlines focused on Jungkook and the members, many fans began noticing another figure in viral videos, Mr. Lee. Tall, composed, always scanning the crowd. He was seen guiding Jungkook with one hand while signaling to police with the other. Former security professionals praised his tactics online, calling his formation textbook elite protection. According to insiders, Mr. Lee had personally redesigned the Lisbon exit strategy minutes before BTS landed. His instincts were right. Had he delayed even 10 seconds, the situation could have escalated into something far more dangerous. ARMY began trending a new phrase. Thank you, Mr. Lee.